Hey, folks, how are you? John Benkel in the house. Hope you're doing well. Don't know where anyone is. Just thought I'd do a quick live stream, say hello, um, just to see what's going on in the world. What's everyone doing? Let me know. I'm going to go and send this to a few people. Which will be good. Base Brooks, how you doing? Let's see who's in actually. Hang on. Why man, Joe, how you doing? Well known, unknown. Base Brooks, Famous Potato, Dan McKinney, just to name a few who have posted. Oh, Dazzy84, how you doing? Mark C, hi. Give me a second. I'm just trying to send stuff to people. Oh. No, don't want that. There we go. Good evening, Paul, my fellow Essex man. Hope you're doing well, mate. Tom Urban Explorers, how's things? So what's everyone been doing? How is everything? Are you looking forward to August? Because it's going to happen. We are having the Armageddon. There's about 30 odd tickets left. So if you haven't got it, best you get it now. And the link's at the bottom there. And I can put it in the chat if you want. Just let me know. Yeah, I'm keeping all right, mate. Yeah, just chugging along like you normally do. Good to hear, Tom. Don't know what I'm going to talk about. Don't know if anybody wants to come up. I've sent some messages out, but no one's replied. But it is a Wednesday. Yeah. Hi, Hayley. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good, doing well. Hope you're doing well too. What's everyone been up to? So what you been doing? Come on, tell me. Give me some information. Because, yeah, been a bit boring today. So, yeah, it's the midweek blues. Yeah. 2 more days and then we can go, whoo, weekend. I don't know what I'm doing at the weekend yet. I haven't decided. No doubt it'll might do a little bit of gardening. I might not. Depends on the rain. If it rains or not. Oh, okay, Hayley. I hope that's all going all right for you. You know, kick in there. Fight the bitch. Fight it. Oh, Joe went for a cigarette earlier. I don't think he's come back, has he? What? Dazzy, you're at work on Sunday as well? What? Can't be having that. Are you still flying, are you? That's cool. Well, I do an explore, but I don't know yet. Depends how I feel. We needed to sort these videos out I've got, so. Fair enough, Hayley. You're welcome as well. Just fight the bastard. The only thing you can do. Well, I say, not sure really what I'm going to talk about tonight. If anything, I'm just going to talk absolute shite. Because why not? Oh, Dad, you're going to Morecambe. Nice. Morecambe Sands. Okay, just sun yourself for a week as well. Nice. Huh. I don't know what he's doing tonight, Haley. I've messaged him, but he might be asleep. He might be editing. Could be doing anything. If you're listening, Matt, come on up because you've been doing some excellent videos lately. Oh, apparently I'm now monetized by everyone. So, woohoo, lovely. Yes, my hair has grown. Yes, I'll need to shave it off at some point. Yeah, I've been monetized apparently. To be blatantly honest with you, I have no idea how to do it. So I'm just going to leave it and work through it slowly. And yeah. Oh, and echo. Sorry. There we are. I'll get rid of the echo. That looks better. Explore Nation, how you doing? Thanks, Jamie. What was that, Tom, about? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, but they're not going to shut everyone. They're just like the majority. I wonder what Temple Transmissions says about that because I think he deals with that. But yeah, it's a bit bollocks, really, isn't it? I mean, don't get me wrong. I use the automatic stuff for trains, you know. But if I need to know something, I'll go and ask someone and see what deal they got. So that's a bit rubbish, isn't it, Tom? All right, Mr. 549647. No, 6447 Smith. I'm just going to call you Mr. Smith. So everyone else think about this train business then? It's rotten as normal, isn't it? I mean, they privatise everything and then they screw it. So no one, people will drop down. People won't use them as much. Well, they probably will, but more grumbling. Yeah, I know people use the machines or the train app, but there's an abundance of train apps you can use. I've got like 2 of them out of however many there are because they don't. I've been on them and you can get the same thing cheaper. It's ridiculous. I have no idea how it works. So you go A to B and it costs you like, if you went to the train station, I suppose, what, 20, 30 quid, 10, 15 quid, whatever. You can go online and get it for under a £6 or something. Joe, that probably is Mr. Smith's serial code. I said it was his phone number before. He went, no. Yeah, all these strikes, but everyone's striking, aren't they? Like everybody from the NHS, teachers, trains. I think even the tax office striked at some point, which I found a bit strange. But you've got to wonder what happens with it though. Everyone's striking, or just life still goes on, doesn't it? Just about. Without being too political, just get this party out and get another one in. They'll be right for a little while, and they'll cock it all up, and they'll get another one in. So whatever happens, isn't it? They're all corrupt. Just start my own party up. That'd be a laugh. I think I'll be chucked out in about 5 minutes, telling them all to fuck off. Well, yeah. I'll tell you what. In a few minutes. I'll put the link in the chat. Yeah. What's my video plans? I've got 1 or 2 for France. I've got another 2 somewhere sitting. I've got to do. So I've got 4 in the pipeline. I've just got to get them done. One's going to take an immense amount of effort to do. I'll get there. Yeah, I think it is all about digital control. Like, but how far will you be able to control people digitally until something goes completely wrong? Ireland as well. Well, Northern Ireland, yeah, part of the UK still. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. Thing is, I suppose we wouldn't moan so much if the rail weren't too bad, but like it's a nightmare to get anywhere at times. So we all get pissed off of it, and then now they go, "Oh, we'll shut everything down." Yeah, they have risen a lot, haven't they? Because I suppose they just want to make more and more profit, don't they? They don't care about people getting from A to B. It's like, oh, we can get some more money out of these peasants. It'll be fine. You're not a robot, Joe. Oh, fair play. Never thought you were for an instant. Urbexy, welcome in, buddy. How are you? Thank you very much, Haley. I'll try and do random stuff and other bits and pieces and I like bunkers, like pillboxes, you know that. But I'm thinking I don't really know what else I want to do at the moment. Obviously, I'm monetized now, so I've got to be a bit more careful for a little while. And I'll probably that's good, Bexley. Well done, man. Yeah, I'm going to probably put some other bits up, like private for people, and start a little following if you want to join. But I haven't started that yet. I'm looking into it. No need for trains if stuck in 15-minute cities. Yeah. I'm sort of not sure what you mean by that, Roy Hat, but yeah, I haven't done any assignments or hospitals, to be honest with you, Haley. I haven't had the chance really yet. I will do at some point, I'm sure, because there is abundance of them, isn't there? I'll try to add some history to it, Haley. I'm not a great history buff. I forget most of it. I'll read it or look at it and go, yeah, that's cool, and then I'll forget about it. And then I've got to look it up again. It's like, oh shit. But yeah, it's all good. Do you want me to talk about the oil protesters? Fucking hell. You know what, right? These oil protesters, right? They stand in the middle of the road and they block everything up, right? And they're going, oh, don't use oil, don't use anything like that. Well, there's so much stuff which has oil and is used. Don't give me this shit that you know. Well, they're gonna just use wool or something else. Think of their clothes, their shoes have got rubber on. It's got oil in it at some point. It's been manufactured. So what's the point? And if you want to protest, fine, but don't stop everybody else from bloody moving and going to work. And the police, I don't know what they've been doing, but the police ain't done too much. They just let them get on with it. Oh, we'll just let you stand in the road. It'll be all right. And then when someone's a bit knocked off and gets out and starts moving, and they try and arrest them. It's like, come on, don't be idiots. Yeah, I do try, Haley, to put like the signs up because it's like you can always pause the video. Um, it always sort of works that way for you. I'm glad you like it as well. Thank you. It's really appreciated. Yeah, you do say that about people having the power, but like all these protesters and stuff, and then the government try and put something in to stop it. You need a big riot like you have in France. I'm not for it, but it probably works a bit better because it gets more publicised. You know, yeah, you're right, Urbex. Yeah, try and move them, and it's not even a decent protest, is it? They just stand there and moan about it, and then they like, oh, I'm not going out of the way. Their butt hurt because they got spanked, right? And go, oh, help me, help me. Oh, whatever. Get on with it. Get off the road. Let us get on with our lives. You get on with yours and do your campaigning outside the Houses of Parliament or somewhere. Oh, but you won't do that, will you? Because you know you'll get arrested. Yeah. Joe, you get it down here as well. People get pissed off. But then you've got the mainstream media and you only see what they want you to see. You have to look at other media to really know what's going on. There's so much more. But of course, we can't always do that because if we mention it on here, we've got our channel taken off or something for saying something that they don't like. Not good. Anyway, I've got a Rumble channel now, but I'm trying to sort things out going on to there as well. So I might stream from Rumble one day and then just put it onto here at the same time. Why not? Yeah, Dazzy, but that's not really. I understand what you're saying, but you don't want to kill someone over a bloody over that, do you? Really? Yeah, she's all good, thanks, Haley. Slammerous. Well, I don't know, but that is a proper picture I took it somewhere, and it'll see this baby changing unit. It was a few years ago, and when the door opened, that's what you saw, which was a bit weird. It looked like a maternity office, but hi Adam, good to see you in, mate. Right, let me see if anybody's around. Share the live out to whoever you want. We've got 43 people in. Hit the like, um, and just do what you like. If you want to donate, you can either by PayPal, which I can put the details up, or I think you can super chat me now. I don't know. I believe you can. Anyway, so any donations just go back into the channel. I am going to be doing some stickers at some point, getting that sorted, but it just takes time, really. Yeah, I suppose. Well, no. I suppose people with money, they can buy corruption. They still have no power, but there's got to be somebody at the top with power, isn't there? Really, think about it. I mean, there's very few corporations in the world, isn't there? If you really look at it, everything's owned by everybody else. So there's people sitting at the top. And I'm not getting into a conspiracy theory this minute, but it is true. Not my king protesters. What the hell is that? Oh, they're not. There's not people moaning. Oh no, he's not my king. He's not this. He's not. Oh fucking hell. Thanks, Mel. Thanks for the link. Tom, yeah, it is a bit weird, isn't it? But I wanted a picture and I thought, oh, you know what, I'll just put that up. Why not? Why not do it? Mel, are you coming up? Fancy coming up? Having a bit of a laugh, me old mucker? What's everybody think about this? These UFO things or UAPs now? Seems to be hitting the headlines again. Are they just trying to go for another conspiracy so they can all say to us, "Oh, quick, there's an invasion," or is it that they really don't know? What do you think? Yeah, that's always the case, though, isn't it? It's always something bigger going on in the background. They want to. Main media will just they latch onto something, and then as soon as that they decide, you know, we'll get that to be dumbed down a bit, they stop doing it and they latch onto something else. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. And I very much doubt you're even going to try it and change it. It ain't going to happen. You think they walk among us, Paul? Yeah, I reckon. I think it'd be a bit silly to say no, no such thing. I think they do. Some, if they don't walk amongst us, they're definitely there, sitting there, wherever they are, just looking down, going, "Wow, shall we go and sit down? Shall we make ourselves properly known?" So if these UFOs are real, um, there's got to be a reason why they haven't come prominent to us yet. You know, with the technology today, as soon as these entities appeared, there'd be no stopping anybody, any government in the world trying to cover it up. There'd be no way. Yeah, I reckon, Paul. I don't even think they'd apologise. I think they wouldn't even land. Yeah, that don't matter, does it? If you just got out of the shower. Oh, hang on. Let me just reply to that. Okay, legend. You know who you are. Let me go. Yeah, I know what you're talking about Explore Nation. Yeah, it looks weird, doesn't it? Look rather, look rather rough, like. Oh, I've been told that Mr. Williams is unavailable at the moment. Shall I say? Yeah, I have to look at that. Miles Johnston. Paul, yeah, on a serious note, yeah, there is billions of galaxies, and you know, there's got to be something out there. Probably something to do with the was it the Fermi paradox or something? But I don't know. Yeah, life has got to be out there somewhere. whether or not it's intelligent, well, we're looking at this planet, there are some people I wouldn't call intelligent. No, I think there's got to be aliens. There's got to be something out there which may or may not be more more advanced than us. But there's too much. Even if you just look at it from a non point of view, where forget about the government, what they say and all that. Just literally people who have seen stuff and things that have just been recorded. I mean, we live in an age where we can have digital content whenever. We can literally just make digital contact by putting your phone in the sky and looking. So it's got to be something in it. Thank you, Joe. I don't know about you. Also provide good stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't particularly. I do edit it, but I don't. I'd rather have it raw. But sometimes I just can't have it all raw. Got to edit and make it look all right. But I'm never happy with what I do. So what you get is what I thought. Right, okay, I'll put that out. But I'm still never happy. Then don't ask me why. Hello, Sue. How are you? Yeah, they probably have crash landed on Earth. Maybe reverse engineered. I mean, the leap that we had from the 60s up onwards, yeah, definitely. And I'm talking about leaping technological stuff. Yeah, I'm all good, thanks, Lindsay. Hello, Jamie. Yeah, well, no, you can have your own opinions. It doesn't matter. Some people don't believe there's alien life anyway. And if we refuse to believe it, and obviously we haven't, as far as we could all officially say, or no one's found alien life yet. But I think that's a bit silly to say there isn't anything. I mean, look at our own solar system. From what we know of it, there's planets out there and moons out there moons out there really that would quite possibly support life. And you've got to remember, it's not necessarily going to be carbon based. There we are. Life will find a way no matter what. Look at the deep oceans. You've got stuff down there that don't use sunlight, don't use oxygen. They literally use the thermal vents and use the chemicals from the thermal vents. Paul, yeah, I'm with you. Goes to a different matter altogether. I like to say I'm skeptic, but like I've said before, there are things out there that defy logic, but defy, a rational explanation, whether it be ghosts, angels, demons, any type of things like that, energies even. There are certain things I think, oh, no, I don't particularly believe it. But like you say, one's to one's own. And if anybody comes up with proving something, and I'm there, happy days. As for aliens and UFOs, like, just saying, you're not a twit for saying it. I mean, we've all got our own opinions. Oh, we've got 43 people watching this. So happy days. The KUK, how are you? Hope you're doing well. you say about ghosts, Paul. One thing I do think is like you have the is it stone tape theory? You know, where energies or etc. It's imprinted onto the building itself. I do actually think that's probably very possible. Everything's made up of energy of some type of on some type of spectrum. So why not have it as it's you know impeached into a wall or something? That seems quite a logical thing, really. It is. It is explanation. It is healthy to ask questions. Unfortunately, different different platforms or all platform, a lot of platforms, they don't want you to ask questions because as soon as you start asking questions and having debates, they get all butthurt with it. Which, to be fair, is fucking stupid. I think we should. I don't think you. I think you should be able to basically discuss what you want to a certain extent. There's certain things just don't need to be discussed. But for the majority of topics, why not? Why not discuss it? Um, because you only get information and learn from other people. Because if someone asks you a question you don't know about it, you go. For me, you go and have a look, don't you? You go and have a mosey around, and we got the internet now. You could look up whatever you like. Granted, there's a lot of shit out there, but wade through the crap. And generally, there's some truth in most bits. Got 46 in there, well known unknown, which is good, really, because I'm just talking absolute shite. Does anybody want to come up? Give me a shout, and I'll put it in the chat if anybody wants to come up for a chat or anything you want. Any topic, I'm sure I can talk on it if I know anything about it. That is. Do you reckon, Paul? Joe, do you reckon they are? These aliens are like scared? Because obviously you get these stories that they've been over various military bases and they've basically shut down the nuclear stuff. That scared they shut that down? No, I don't think they are. What are you talking about, Neil? I have no idea what you're talking about. A nuclear power plant? What are we going on about? Don't tell me it's to do with Ukraine and Russia. Quatermass and the Pit. That's a top film. Really good. Absolutely. Ukraine's taller than you. Oh, right. One moment, caller. I'll have a look. Do, do, do. Ukraine, here we go. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. Don't know. But why blow that one up? I mean, they could easily blow up Chernobyl, which is still, it's not active, obviously, but there's still a lot of issue there. That'd be easier. Yeah, Paul, Rendlesham Forest. Yeah, that's like the UK's Area 51, wasn't it? Yeah, I saw Professor Holland and his video. Um, I don't know. I think something definitely happened there. Um, there's too much. There's too much information on it, really. If you think, it's not much has changed with it, and there's been some. I think there's been some obviously army guys talk about it at some point, and it sort of always teetering in the background, that one. But obviously nothing else has happened since then.
Oh. Has he just put me on now? Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's funny. Sorry,
Oh,
folks. My laptop decided to die on me, so yeah,
I was like,
like and subscribe.
no.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Donate for a new laptop. There we are. Because this is on its last legs. It's decided to just turn off, and it's done it a few times now.
Throw it at the wall, give it a bang.
Well, yeah, I haven't got a spare one now because I used it, and the other one's just knackered. I just need to
Mm.
buy one, but they're expensive because I need to get one which will do my editing as well. So,
Yeah. Mm.
so there we are, folks.
Mm.
I've put it out to the
Oh,
nation. Like and
donate
subscribe.
now.
Donate. Do it.
No.
Do it now.
Do it. Do it
Only if you
now.
can. Good
I've just,
day.
I've,
Good day, Dinkum.
I've just woken up. I,
Woke you up.
Dinkum. I totally forgot. You know, not thinking time wise. Come on, Johns now.
Yeah. Send in the link. It doesn't matter. Send in the
I
link. He'll
haven't.
come up.
I've done it.
Oh.
I've done it. I've already done it. I was like, no way. Yeah. Oh fucking hell.
No, Dad,
I'm
it's not. I've sorted that. There's nothing there on it. It's just old and deciding to die, basically.
oh God.
I've taken it apart. I've even sort of I've hoovered the fan and everything. You know, it just doesn't want to.
It's too
It doesn't
slow.
want to do. It's not just the fan, the heat sinks and everything. I did all that, and it's
Mm.
just been a pain in the butt. So
Oh God.
yeah. The thing is, it's got a fairly new SSD in it, so I know that it's not that. Um,
Oh,
it just doesn't like being a pain in the arse.
do you know what? I haven't done that in about 2, 3 weeks.
Ah,
Me vape. Yeah, me vape. When I come back from the festival with Matt and Jordan and Luke, the fucking John, I had a brand new tent and it's meant to be like a blackout bedroom inside,
yeah.
like with netting. Oh my God, with the heat. Fucking hell. I was hanging out at one end of my fucking tent trying to breathe with my door open, wide open, in the pissing down rain, just to get like some coolness
Was it
in my
that hot in
tent.
there?
Oh, yes. And what I might do is I might swap if it fits. Most Van Goghs are about roughly not that much
Yeah, Adrian.
difference. I'm gonna swap my old pod from my other Van Gogh and put it in that Van Gogh for when I go to Cosfest because there's going to be a scorcher down in Devon. So yeah,
When's
I'm
that?
gonna need it. 26th of August.
Oh God,
Mm-hmm.
the same day.
Mm-hmm. No, not
Yeah.
August. Oh, July, I mean.
I was going to say. So hang on. So you're going to come down to the old Armageddon, and then you're going off to a festival. That's some doing. Fucking hell.
Oh, fucking hell. I know it's going to be a scorcher as well. It normally is. So I might just either swap the pod or just deal with it. But
Yeah.
oh, it made me ill after the festival. I was ill for about 2 weeks. Solid, and I mean solid. I had all my throat had all swelling up because even though I was drinking water, I had 4 little cans of beer all weekend. That was it. And you asked Matt, he kept on going into the fucking bar and getting the guy behind the bar to go and get loads of ice from downstairs and going and getting pints of glass for me. I mean, ice for me. Pint and pint of ice for me.
Yeah. Why do you do that? Why do your throat do that? Just because what? It's ill.
Because I burnt it a few years ago, or I'd done something to it. My mates ran out of wood and I didn't realise. And I went down to their bonfire and I was trying to blow it to get it going. And I didn't realise they had MDF wood on it.
Oh, wonderful.
Went down my throat,
Yeah.
gave me a huge throat infection, burnt all
Right.
that down there, had the camera put down. And ever since, I've suffered with really bad dry mouth. Ever since. So, like at the festival, I was constantly, even though I was drinking, 2 seconds later, it'd dry up. My tongue would be bone dry. So I was sucking on ice cubes and all sorts of fucking, oh, the lot.
And all sorts. Bloody hell.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, you know what I mean. Fucking, I was with fucking 3 gay lads. What do you expect? Like, you know, it's just
Well, yeah.
it's just party on and all that. Yeah. Hey, do you know what? They were brilliant though. They enjoyed themselves. It was great. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. They were in the element. Everyone was talking to them. You know.
Yeah. Oh, that's
You were.
good.
I had one point where I was on the gate, right? I seen Jordan come down with a black bin bag like this, fucking rubbish. And he was meant to be going on an explore with the other two. The three of them hadn't moved out of the marquee for about 6 hours. They were all talking, waffling on. You know what I mean? I said, I thought you were going on an explore. And he went, we were supposed to, he said, but it never happened. And I was just like, huh? Eh? I thought you'd been on an explore because, you know, because they went on an explore, obviously, from the festival because it's not far from where they've been.
Yeah.
So, which I can't say. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, they were all meant to go out and they didn't bother. But they're all too busy enjoying themselves, having a gym wag. Because when they explore together, they don't really have time to talk. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, you don't always have time to. Well, you do have time to talk, but not like that. It's just like.
Yeah.
You're just talking about where you are and what you're doing, really, aren't you? So it's. Yeah.
And Jordan goes to me, we're coming to Cosfest and we're coming to On Board the Craft as well. I was like, oh yeah. Oh, all right, okay. All right, then fair enough. So I'll see you in Devon then. Like I've got them hooked. They're hooked. They love it. They like the atmosphere and it's good. It's a good thing. That they feel comfortable, you know. They can be themselves, whatever. And everyone's talking to them and that. So all the shit a few years ago with that fucking knobhead of me mate, it was just him being a fucking dickhead. Sorry for swearing, but it is. It just proves it that nobody's got a problem.
Sorry for swearing after saying fuck this, fuck that. So sorry for being a dickhead. Sorry. Yeah, like it matters now, Mel. Oh God.
Well, you know me, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, it made me really ill. And what it was is I had a fungal infection all across me tongue. I'd split all my tongue and I had all like lumps all in my tongue and all under my tongue.
Shit, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah. And
you sorted out now?
For now, yeah. Until it comes back again.
Our teachers will smoke MDF, won't it?
Yeah, well, you know, you just try and get the fire going and realise that they were chucking MDF wood on. Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, one of them. But it fucked me throat up big time. Because no matter what I was drinking pints of water. To be honest with you, I'll show you what I had with me at the festival. I had one of them full of water and ice.
Yeah.
So I was carrying that everywhere with me. And that's all I was drinking was just loads of ice cubes and water. But my mum said, do you think it could be their ice cubes? What might have done it? You know, give you an infection in your mouth. Don't know. But yeah, it was one of them. So I had all sorts of sprays, and another thing, I was getting really bad dizzy spells as well. I'd be like standing up, and the first time, it was like somebody drugged me. Like, how can I put it? What was the feeling like? Like somebody had given me like bloody, I don't know, fucking whatever it is. No, it was just like I was like all over the place, and
Yeah.
I couldn't walk or anything. Bloody awful. So if anybody had drugs like that, fucking hell, I don't know what you're saying there. It's just like, but besides that, we had a good time, yeah.
All right. It's sort of recovered all right now, so
Yeah, sort of.
so
But
hopefully
yeah,
you'll be all right when you go in July and recover enough for August.
yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the supermarket. I'm going to buy 3 big bags of ice, and I'm going to ask the cider bar if I can shove it in their freezer. I'm just going to run back and forth for their ice cubes.
Oh,
Because
why
in a
not?
tent, you can't keep them frozen, can you?
Not really, no.
Not in my tent,
Especially
you can't.
especially if you got a tent which is like 1,000 degrees, or what you're saying.
But
It's
it's
like a
meant,
special bank tent.
yeah, it keeps you nice and dark at night time. But at daytime, no. Sun's beaming in. You think it, like retract the heat, but it doesn't. It attracts the heat.
Yeah, if you keep it all closed, it should be a bit cooler, but it still takes it all in, doesn't it?
And it can't even take the pod out because the ground sheet's attached to it.
Oh,
So when you peg it in, because it was the first time I'd put it up, because it's a brand new tent. I put it up at the back, put it up at the front. Sorry, put it up at the back, the middle, and the front, and then you pull like out the ground sheet out for the little triangle bit,
yeah,
and then
gotcha.
put it. Yeah, so it's one of them. It's got like the straps underneath it. So I might just swap it for one of them ones instead. See if it fits. Doesn't matter if it's a bit baggy inside, as long as the outside structure keeps me dry. I'm not arsed. I don't care. One of them.
Yeah.
I never even realised it had a blacked out bedroom. Didn't realise. 160 quid worth, Just like,
That's all right. If it
yeah,
works, do it.
if it worked, yeah.
I tell you what, I've got a gazebo, right? Brand new, fairly all right. Well, that's all right. I put that up, and I tell you what, they give you like 4 bits of string, 4 silly little fucking pegs. Put it all down. And it ain't been that windy recently, but even so, Saturday it went sailing to the next garden. I tied it down. Luckily, I tied it to like something else as well. And I'm like going, this ain't gonna fucking work. It's one little gust, really bit of gentle breeze, and it was flapping everywhere. So I'm gonna write to them because it don't fit. It ripped everything. Everything was just ripped on it. I'm like, that's just bollocks, isn't it? But I bought. I went on Amazon and bought some big thick guy ropes and everything else. And all you need to do is just have 2 on each corner rather than the one they give you. Absolutely fine. Now we've had lots of heavy rain and we had quite a lot of wind as well yesterday. And today it ain't moving nowhere now, mate. Nowhere.
Ground pegs are the best. Ground pegs.
Little khaki ones you get. Oh, they're massive.
Yes, the little tiny ones. I'm talking about the big fat ones like that. You can either get the metal pole with like a rubber on the top of it. They're mostly for like big gazebos, like proper
you screw them down.
gazebos.
You screw them down, don't you? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I didn't bother getting them. I thought, it's not fucking worth buying them because I'm going to throw the bastard away eventually. But I used to have so many tents and other bits and pieces. I could have just done it myself. But I looked around in my shed. I can't find nothing. Even the actual bivvy tent I've got, it's got no pegs to it. I'm like,
bivvy tents are brilliant.
I must have used it at some point. I've got no pegs. I'm like, oh no. Then it occurred to me that I hadn't used anything for a while, and I think I went to a boot sale and I sold so much stuff. And I think I sold like tent poles because people use them for like kites and stuff. And then I sold all the pegs and everything else, and that's why I haven't got it. I thought, you stupid bastard, what did I do that for?
Oh,
Kept it
bivy
all for
tents
like
are
10 years
brilliant.
and just suddenly get rid of it.
Mm. The best ones are the fishing tents. They're the best.
Yeah,
Mm.
well, I've got like a bivvy, so and
Mm.
obviously I've got some more pegs now, so I use that. But the bivvy's fine. I mean, you put it up in about 5 minutes, it's done, isn't it? Open,
Mm.
just sit there, do what you want. Comes in very
Mm.
handy.
Well, normally I'm quite quick at putting my own tent up, but I took a bit longer because of the heat. When I got there, it took about 2 hours to put mine up because it just took me time with it. Because
Hmm.
obviously me back and all that, and I went back to it, and then as you do when you go to a festival and you haven't seen people for a while, everyone's talking there, "Hi, you're all right," and you get talking, and I was just like, right, I'll get there and I'll get on it straight away.
Yeah. How are you? You all right? Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Let me get on with my fucking tent. I'm trying to put it up, you bastard.
Oh, I can't, but I must admit, I can't stand anybody giving me a hand putting me tent up, because last time somebody did give me a hand, he snapped me pole straight away because they were pulling on it. And you know, when you've got to bend your arch over for the first
Yeah.
time and you've got to stretch the fiberglass poles, and they were putting it in and then they were pulling it and going along, and then it just went snapped. And I was just not impressed. So,
I'd go mad.
everything. But I
Because
must admit, I did.
you got to be careful with them, haven't you? Because like
Yeah,
you put
you
them
got to
in and you
really
have to,
bend and peg.
yeah.
Mm,
Or you can do it the other way where you put it in flat and then you just put two ends up and then the other end and so forth.
yeah.
I've become a bit of an expert doing it hello Twig, you're right, mate. I've become a bit of an
Okay.
expert because I used to take the tents down at the festivals afterwards
Mm,
and then we used to sell them. So like
yeah.
after your first 10 or 15 tent, putting them down and then putting them back up afterwards to sort them out, you become a bit of an expert. The only thing I don't like is those fold-away bastards. You know when like you twist them.
Pop-ups.
Oh,
Pop-ups.
mate.
Me
I did it
too.
once.
I can't stand them.
No, I was on a beach and I with the missus once and I bought one because it was so hot. I put it up, all lovely. At the end of the day, go to take it down. I'm like this, doing this fucking 20 minutes trying to pull it. You know, like you fold it all in. And I didn't know. I was just in a world of my own,
You
like
just
swearing
fold
and
it
trying to get.
crisscross like that and
Yeah,
then
and
flatten it.
I tried that. It didn't fucking work. I eventually got it done, and I looked up, and there was like about 20 people just looking, and they all clapped. And I'm like, oh, thanks a lot, you fuckers. It's just like
Yeah, because
typical
everybody
British,
watches you putting one down. Yeah, I know.
typical British, all going, hey, what's he doing over there? He's trying to put a tent down. You fuckers.
Mm. Yeah, well, my mate, when I used to go with my mate, he always used to have loads of pop-ups because everyone was like, "Oh, can you bring a tent for me, Tay?" So Tay used to have about 6 or 7 pop-ups in the caravan, and then he'd have all the chairs on top of the roof on top of the Land Rover. He used to just take loads of stuff for everybody, like he's going to be doing for the festival coming up, because we've got
See you
fans
later, Paul.
coming
Take
over.
care. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, Mel. Carry on.
Bye.
I'll just say goodbye.
We've got loads of bands coming over from abroad, so he will be putting stuff up for them. So pop-ups are
Yeah,
dead easy for him. You just chuck them on the grass and that's it, done.
yeah.
What's Brady just sent me?
I don't
Dan's
know.
on. Oh, it's just his video, I think. Hang on, what was it?
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah. Derby Jail, yeah. Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I've got to watch that.
Oh, Brady has caught a lot, John. Brady was so sensitive. It was
Yeah,
unreal.
he tends to be sensitive, doesn't he? On
Hard,
that.
it knocked him sideways. It took him a few weeks to get over it, I tell you.
All right.
Well, it did shock him. It's just like we're all up in this tower, right? Richie Felix was telling us, there's like a young boy that walks up the stairs, and he said, and in the tower, he said, we always turn the light off. You'd all find a little pigeon, like a little hole when you go up the spiral staircase. You'd all pick a hole, but he doesn't go right up to the top, and you'll see him walking past. Well, or picks a hole. I find the top one, which I didn't really feel anything, but Brady did. Brady did, because he was in the hole next to me all year, but Brady was just like, oh my, yeah, effing God, blah, blah, blah. Fucking goes nuts. I've just seen a face. Look at me and look away. He said, I've just literally just seen a face. I was like, oh, you fucking could have swapped with me, I want it to happen to me. Do you know? I want it to happen to me. But
Has he
yeah,
got anything on film?
Yes.
Ooh.
He's got a breath. He had garlic breath blown in his face, what nearly knocked him. He literally, as he's very weak stomached.
Oh yeah.
Anything like, he was like, nearly gonna be sick outside. It's just, honest to God, it was just like pick on Brady night, yeah. And I didn't get anything. And I will tell you something, and whether you believe me or not, whether you believe it's real or not, but I have a 63-year-old man who follows me everywhere, and his name is Norman, right? He's from here, this house. And everywhere I go with my dowsing rods, he follows me. He's there, bump. If I ask him, he's there. He's always there. Nothing happened to me. Derby jail, this, that, and the other. Gets back home about 8 o'clock in the morning. And I thought, a bit disappointed, for myself. But for Brady, yeah. But it was a great experience, but a bit disappointing for me. But right, I'm going to bask on the dowsing rods. And I guess the dowsing rod's out in my bedroom, which my family don't really like me doing anything like that, but I don't care. I'll do it in my room. And I just generally asked, anyone there, blah, 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 straight away, yeah. And I was like, is that you, Norman? And he went, yeah. And I said, did you come to Derby jail with me? And he went, yeah. And I was like, did you stop anything from happening to me? And he went, yeah. And I was just like, oh, it's fucking great. I want something to happen to me. And it went, no. And I was like, okay, you don't protect me. You're not related to me. You're not protecting me. Why wouldn't you let anything happen to me? And it went, no. I said, is it because they were rapists and bad men and all that? And it went, yeah. I was like, okay. And I messaged Jackie straight away. And I was like, just on the dowsing rods, and that spirit what follows me everywhere, the one what literally does follow me everywhere, has stopped something from happening to me at Derby jail. And I was like, And I was a bit annoyed, but I wasn't annoyed, if you know what I mean, because I thought, if it's going to come follow you home and it's not a nice one, is it going to exactly? But I was fucking gutted. I was gutted. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. I told Dinkerman as well, because it shocked me, because I was just like, okay, fair enough. But if it done it, because it was 8 o'clock in the morning, we'd only all just got home. It was a bugger of a drive for Brady. Brady was fucking shattered. He was literally driving with like matchsticks holding his eyes open, because he'd been up very early that morning. He came up and picked me up in the afternoon. He drove all the way up there, done the investigation, and then after there, I think we left at 4 in the morning. We left Derby jail at 4 in the morning, and then he drove all the way back home, dropped Jackie off, dropped me off, and he was just like pins like that. Bless him.
Oh, right, that would be a nightmare.
It was a long drive for him, yeah. and the traffic was horrendous. It was because of all that crap going on in Manchester recently, where they were doing those riots and stuff in Manchester. All
Right.
the traffic was horrendous. And then we had to pick the weekend when the football was on too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because that works well then.
But yeah, whether you believe me on that or not, I should have filmed it myself. And the only thing what did happen to me is I charged my DJI Pocket 2. I charged up all my lights. I charged up everything before I went there. As soon as I got there, my DJI was dead.
Bloody hell.
Completely and utterly dead. Because Brady found a little plug when Richard was doing the interview and plugged my DJI in for me because it drained it. Brady's battery got drained in half an hour. When he started, his battery went like that. So, only a small place, but we've got to take you there, John. We've got to take you there. You've got to come one day.
Yeah, I know you want me to do this, don't you? I'm up for it. No, I'm up for it. I mean,
it might just, it's just because you're open to things like that.
yeah,
You don't diss it.
You know my stance on it. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's rubbish. And I know you guys you're not going to like it, so it's not.
No,
it's not that.
we understand. We understand that that you've got your thing between it because
Yeah. No, that's yeah. I mean, the dowsing
until it
rods are a
happens
different
to
matter as
you,
well.
it's one of them, innit?
Yeah, I've never really investigated dowsing rods. I know of them. I know what they are. Like I'd like to use a pair actually. At some point just to see because it's something different.
As I told you about my dowsing rods, mine are handmade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yours aren't like the commercial bollocks, are they? They're proper ones.
Yeah, the proper metal ones, steel ones, where literally they've got no handles on.
Yeah.
So you can't manipulate it with your fingers. You can't rub it like that. Because if you're holding the dowsing rods and you're doing an investigation and they've got the spindles on, you can easily just have your thumbs behind you and you can easily spin that spindle and that would move it. Easy. But with mine, you've got to hold them like that. So the only way you could do that in front of people is move your wrists to make them move.
Right. I've got you.
So
yeah, that's why I'm interested in that because you said that. I remember you saying that before. So it cuts out like the old spindle trick.
Yeah, because you can easily just manipulate that by spinning it with your thumb. You could have your thumb behind it and you can just twist it. Even the slightest little twist will make them move. So yeah, I believe in that side of it. Have your own handmade ones, no spindles, proper. You can even do it. Even Richard Felix said to us that he's actually even used coat hangers before today. Just like coat hangers. And he went, yeah, use coat hangers all the time in our house. It's like, all right, then, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's all very strange. I don't know. I haven't really got an opinion on it, As I say, I'm quite happy to learn and try it, but I don't know.
It's like the pendulum. I believe it and I don't believe it because it's on a string or a chain and you can hold it like that with your fingers. You can easily just give it a little nudge like that with your fingers to make it that go spin or sideways, up and down. You can easily do that. But I don't know because I haven't used the pendulum. But yeah.
No, I haven't used a pendulum either. I haven't done anything like that.
Yeah.
But
Some
yeah,
people don't.
I'm definitely up for doing doing something like that.
Do you reckon we get
Just
him to? Is Haley still in the chat? Do you reckon we get John to come out with us? Yeah, we'll get Haley, pick Haley up as well. Haley likes all of that stuff as well. Mm.
For me, it's more of a explanation in it, because
Mm.
whatever's out there,
Mm.
I'm too logical to just go,
Yeah.
oh, it must be a ghost, or it must be this, or it must be
Mm.
that. It must be the
Yeah.
power of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
With all due respect, I think most things can be. You can
Manipulated.
explain most things,
Mm.
but there are things you can't. But I like to experience it for myself, because then I can make my own conclusion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Totally get that. Yeah.
Because it's about the environment as well, isn't it? I mean,
Mm.
like I'll watch Brady's video. I will do, just to have a look at
Brady
that.
went in on his own. Brady literally went in the cell on his own. He went in the holding cell on his own.
Yeah,
We were in the one next to him. We were doing, no words of a lie. I am totally skeptical about table tipping. I've
yeah.
always been skeptical of table tipping,
I'm very
but
skeptical of it.
but we literally had a time. There
Take
was
care,
a guy
Dazzy.
with
Thanks, mate.
us. There was a guy with us called Phil. He'd been there prior years ago, and he's had experiences in Derby jail himself. And he's got to know certain spirits in there through his experiences. And no word of a lie, there was me, Minnie, Simon from Ghost Raiders. Jackie was filming behind me. And that was it, on a tiny little table. And Phil was touching it just dead lightly with his finger. Now on his video, you'll see me doing that a lot with my finger hovering, because I wanted to prove to people on the camera that I wasn't moving it. So I was always doing that with my fingers regardless, so they're only dead light. And he put a pound coin smack bang in the table, in the centre of the table. And he was talking to this spirit, and he was like, come on, you can push this table, keep hold of the pound coin and push the table. No word of a lie, that table tipped and the pound coin stayed in place in the middle.
Huh?
And I've always been a bit about table tipping. You see most dancers running after the fucking table and shit like that, and all that crap, loads of bollocks, loads of fucking bollocks, there's loads of them fucking pushing this table this way and pushing this table this way. It's just like, yeah, whatever. It's on fucking wheels or something, But no word of a lie, this pound coin stayed put in the centre of the table, and the table tipped. It didn't slide or anything until it got really, really tilted, and then it slid. So it's like somebody had held the pound coin and pushed the table, but kept hold of the pound coin, so the pound coin didn't move.
Mm-hmm. Did you get it on film?
Yeah, it's all on film. If you watch Ghost Raiders, he's got the lot, because he went live. So it's all there. It's all there. It's all filmed. But I thought that was quite fascinating, really, that the pound coin stayed put, because normally when you put a pound coin on the table, it'd slide, wouldn't it?
Yeah, should do.
Yeah. And it's literally just a little wooden table. We've had to look underneath. There's nothing underneath, no magnets, no fuck all. It's just a tiny little wooden table. Just like a little tall table it was. Little tall table. Little wooden one. Mm.
Yeah, definitely go do something like that just to see. Shit myself or something,
Yeah, it was a good experience, like, was worth it, but it was fucking dark in there. Couldn't see a
It's
thing.
gonna be at night, isn't it?
No, it literally all the lights. It was underground. Derby Jail was underground,
Oh, all right,
and
okay.
it's like he's only got so much of it, and it's underground. Under, you know, like when you get the houses above and you have to go down the steps to go underground.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
Fucking hell.
And he's got a few it was classed as like a holding jail, where they used to hold them for a day before they went and got hung
Yeah.
at the tower. It was one of them. So yeah, it was like really cool down there, and it was underground. So like even all our lights and that were all like red. So it was like really dark in there. It was like we were all trying to eat our food because we were starving. We were trying to eat Chinese, listen to Richard Felix at the same time. Something fucking hell. Because it was all a bit of a rush. And then Richard just left us to it. Give Phil the keys. Just said, just do whatever you want at midnight. Just left us to it. Just left us to the whole building to ourselves. So I was like, oh, all right, then, yeah, cool. Yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah, it was, yeah. He's a nice guy, actually. He told us a few home truths as well. Yeah. Which can't be said.
Right, I'm gonna end this because I need to get up in the morning. So
yeah, I thought it'd be a quick one.
Yeah, it's just a quick sort of. Oh, I say, yeah, I'm still alive. I'm still here. I've been a bit quiet as of late, so.
Me too. I've been in the chats. Well, I'm in the chat. Sometimes I'm just sitting in the background. Sometimes, but yeah, I'm in the chat. But I haven't been up on a panel for about 3 weeks ish. Something like that.
Well, that's cool. We all got to have a bit of time out, haven't we? You know? So everyone, right, I'm going to end this now. So thank you everybody who's been in and just taking part.
Listen to my bullshit.
It's been great. No, it's not shit. But no, it's fine, Quinn. You can anyone can come in whenever they want. Just share it out. Every time you get I'm on, just share it out to everybody you know. Because if they come in, they come in. If they don't, they don't.
Get your tickets for Armageddon, guys.
Yeah, man. Get your tickets for Armageddon.
Yes.
And put it in the curry.
I heard you saying on, was it Will's yesterday? That, yeah, how many tickets did you say you had?
I think there's 32 left now.
Ah, cool.
There was about 36, but I know 4 more have been bought.
Oh, cool.
That's yeah. It's going up, and I think I'm arranging a live. I don't know if it's next week or whatever, but so hopefully get some of the other people who are going, some of the explorers who are going, actually on the panel, so we can all have a bit of a laugh and all that. And I'm just trying to work out what to do when we're there, because obviously we're going to it's going to be a meet and greet primarily. I can't say that word. Primarily, that's the word. Blah, 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 and then lots of drinking, have some music. May hopefully do some interviews. I haven't really worked that one out yet, but whatever happens, we'll do something.
Of course we
anybody who's going, who's got merch, bring it along, because if people want to buy it, it's there, isn't it?
And I'm not doing the merch for you guys. I'm time out for me.
I've got to get some. I haven't got any yet. I'll have to stitch it or something. But no, so yeah, if you haven't got it, the link's in the chat there. It's been going along for a while, so you can do it. I'm going to end it. Take care. Thank you everyone for joining.
Bye,
and
everybody.
I will catch you on the flip side. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.